Beneath Eden's signal, the lost were never truly gone. They were trapped, waiting, calling through the dark. Every whispery, broken soul led me here, to the door where it all began, and to the path that would set them free.
One dead phone in a room full of rain started ringing like a warning through the walls of my brain. No power in the building, no tower in the sky, just a cracked black screen with a number burning white. With the mask on tight, drones in the clouds with their searchlight eyes, blood on my sleeve from the stairwell fight, and the whole world's hunting for the man I denied. Then the phone on the counter began to shake like something underneath it had learned my weight. I looked at the screen, it looked back at me. 8 little numbers where my name used to be. I didn't touch it, it answered itself. A voice came through like a cry for help. Not one voice, 1,000 more, all trapped inside a signal war. A mother in Ward 9 begging for air, a kid in a basement saying nobody's there, a preacher laughing with the plague in his teeth, a nurse whispering, please don't let Eden take me. Every call was a ghost in the wires, every ring was a match in the dark. I could feel them pulling through the static, like a city trying to restart. The hotline called me first, I didn't choose the name. It crawled out of the dead zone with my heartbeat in its frame. Hotline called me first, through the smoke and the scream. A broken little number from a broken city dream. If he didn't own the silence, then I'd answer with a spark. If they buried every warning, I would speak inside the dark. The hotline called me first, and the signal came alive. Not a prayer, not a curse, just a voice that wouldn't die. Spread fast through the underground, spray paint bleeding on the walls downtown. Payphones rang where the bodies dropped, elevator speakers clicked and popped. Apartment alarms sang out of tune, dead radios woke in abandoned rooms. Every time Eden tried to cut the feed, another black screen started calling me. They traced it back to the white room floor, to the blood I left on the exit door, to the moment my pulse hit overload and punched a hole through their private code. I heard Eden panic for the first time, then not loud, not human, just a fracture in the lens. A clean voice stuttered through a satellite band, unauthorized soul transmission expanding. I was still half dead in the rain, still shaking from the fever and the chase, but a city full of lost last words had found a way to wear my face. The hotline called me first, I didn't choose the name. It crawled out of the dead zone with my heartbeat in its frame. The hotline called me first, through the smoke and the scream. A broken little number from a broken city dream. If he didn't own the silence, then I'd answer with a spark. If they buried every warning, I would speak inside the dark. The hotline called me first, and the signal came alive. Not a prayer, not a curse, just a voice that wouldn't die.
Call 1, my husband came home smiling, but his eyes don't know our son.
Call 2,
The clinic said I'm chosen,
but I never signed for one.
there's a guarding in the ceiling.
And it sings when I sleep.
Please remember that I lived here.
If my body gets up and leaves. I heard every message, every breath between the tones, every last confession from the almost gone unknown. And somewhere in the noise, beneath the fear, beneath the rot, the number changed its meaning into something Eden was not. Not rescue, not mercy, not heaven's open door. A warning shot through static from the ones they killed before. Connection unstable, source unidentified. Carrier signal has breached municipal systems. Do not answer. truth. Ring 3 for the children, they raise from the news. Ring 4 for the cure, with the teeth underneath. Ring 5 for the angels that forgot how to grieve. You built a kingdom out of locked doors. You sold salvation with a barcode. You turned the sick into a choir. Now hear them screaming through the dial tone. I am not the saint they wanted. I am not the devil they sold. I am the call that keeps connecting when the city goes cold. The hotline called me first. From the womb beneath the street, where the lost became a signal and the signal became me. The hotline called me first. Now the number wears my scars. Every ring a little flare, burning holes through Eden's dark. If they own every screen, then I'll haunt what they can't see. If they mute every mouth, I'll make the wires bleed. The hotline called me first, and I answered with my life. Not a prayer, not a curse, a loaded voice in the night. The last call came with no one there, just breathing through the electric air. Then a child's voice, soft and thin.
Are you the one who gets us out?
I looked at the city, black mask in the rain, and said,
I'm the one who goes back in.